so they're all in the same price range, plus or minus 4,000 bucks. It's a fully boxed frame. What's different for them is they've got an all air ride suspension, looks like, at the back. So no springs. The transport trucks have been doing that forever. And trucks are finally coming factory like that. It's a good idea. And Dodge always had a lot of problems with their front ends, and they're still with the coil-over suspension with a big trailing arm. But hopefully they got that figured out. Nice big cooler lines. Nice big catalytic. But yeah, pretty basic underneath here. It's a nice looking truck. I like it. Nice. Decent amount of room. Now they had to go from a 5.9 to a 6.7. I did that a few years ago to compete with the V8 boys. It's just a big power struggle over who's got more torque and more horsepower. But there's something to the fact that every single transport truck, every single off-road piece of equipment, whether it be a bulldozer, excavator, skid steer, is an inline configuration, and that increases the torque. So even though you don't have horsepower, there's crazy amount of torque that you get out of these inline sixes, and I still believe that these are the best fuel mileage compared to a V8 configuration. Nice big turbo, nice and clean, probably nice quiet engine, pretty basic. I can't see this being too difficult to work on, and I would buy this. Even the fan belt configuration is the exact same as my 12 liter or 12 valve and the little 4BT that's going in the Tahoe. So if it works, why change it? I like it. I would buy this truck. As long as I figured out their suspension problems and their transmission problems, because they were very common for being expensive. This loaded truck is a 1-ton, is only about 10,000 pounds, which is 3,000 pounds lighter than the GM, but the GM was a dually, so that might add the 300 pounds, yeah. 3,000 pounds. Yeah, so it's a fairly light truck, actually. Wish they would come out with bigger mirrors. It should be big, nice, tall, big mirrors. If you got a truck to tow something, you might as well have towing mirrors with different lenses and that. And it's always kind of a bugger with just a small plywood back area. At least GM had the concrete area.
They have the most payload. GM's actually trusted.
14,000 pounds, so it weighs 700 pounds more than the dually GM. So take that as you will. See if it's got the air ride in it. No, just leaf springs. So they stacked them nice and thick. So I guess the air ride's only available on the 3/4 ton. Yeah, exact same as the other one. No different. So follow a variety of projects that include conversions and repairs to anything from Ferraris to chainsaws. And check out the Deboss, my newest invention that's coming to market. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.